Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Inshallah, we will continue to study the story of Adam as we left during Ramadan. It wasn't on recorded, but inshallah we will continue recording it. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير حسبنا الله لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين حسبنا الله لا إله إلا أنت عليك توكلنا وأنت رب العرش العظيم وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين. Okay. Now in this verse, Baqarah 34, وإذ قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا إلا إبليس أبى واستكبر وكان من الكافرين. We try to understand what we started this last week, but it wasn't recorded, so we can continue. We said to the angels, serve, but the literal meaning, literal word is used, prostrate, make sajda to Adam. Of course, we have to remember the background in this story. That is how it is presented to us. In the background, first, Adam was created in the form of a clay, out of earth, different kinds of. It doesn't matter which kind of, these are the details. But we are not going into details of the essence of the earth, but all of them are out of earth. So, we understand that the body is created out of earth. What is the significance of it that we can refer to our life now? Earth. That is my interpretation. Of course, I didn't invent it. I just learned from others, but this is more attractive for me or made sense to me. Earth represents the source of production. The source of production, what does it mean?
The means of production.
It's a means of production. Many plants, different kinds of beautiful creation comes out of earth. Of course, it doesn't mean that the earth is producing them, but it symbolizes in the nature of human beings. We have one side which is made up of, as we learn from the Qur'an. We are not studying science, by the way. So we are trying to understand the message that my Creator is conveying to me. So when we look at the message says, I created your body out of earth, which means what I understood, that the Qur'an's aim is to tell me what my nature is, really, why I am created, and what is the combination of my existence. One is earth. earth produces. But we will see that Iblis is not going to prostrate Adam. So there are many aspects of it, but one of them is Iblis is going to argue against God's command that he has to prostrate. It means he has to serve, except that I am at your service. Now, when we prostrate, also don't say that I am at your service, at my Rabb, my Lord. So he says, I am superior. The Qur'an is ironically, sarcastically talks about this way, so that it attracts our attention. Your enemy who is rebelling against you, be careful the nature of it. In the tongue of the Iblis itself, it says, I am superior because I am created, you created me out of fire. Comparison between earth and fire. Now, what do we see the fire represents in our life? Something consumes. You give something, it burns, consumes, and reduces in the form of an ash. What do you do with the ash? Nothing. So the Qur'an is miraculously, I would say, or it is not a miracle what happened there. That is a demonstration of what my nature is. But in an interesting way, tells me that your enemy will consume everything and turn everything into an ash, meaningless, useless thing. Be careful if you hear a suggestion in your the sisters, if you want, why not to come? If you like, you can just go. Yeah, whenever you don't like it, come closer so that I don't feel that I need to shout. So come closer. So we will have a friendly discussion here, inshallah, not an official discussion. So we have free will. We shouldn't forget this human nature. We have free will. We choose. We choose between what? Options. Options are given. So we choose doesn't mean that we can do anything we want. For example, if you sit far away, I have to shout. Otherwise, I cannot really make my voice heard. So that is, we have to obey order, but to obey gives us options. Limited, but still options. 1, 2, 3 options. That's why all the scientific studies are searching for the best option to fit the purpose. Yeah, whatever they want. They want to make a machine, for example, what they need, how it works. But how it works according to what? According to the order of the universe. They are not inventing anything, they are discovering what is in the order. That is, I keep telling this, it is extremely important. Because we think that these are inventions. They are not inventions, they are discoveries from the mercy of the Creator. It is there, treasury. You have to open it and find it out and use it. But you have to use your free will to open it, to find it out. So while we are choosing, we have always, not physically, but ideologically or ideally, 2 options. One, approving the truth. The other one is rejecting the truth. Approving the truth is productive for human beings. Why? because confirming the reality, my feelings feel comfortable. So I am happy with my conclusion. When I say I have an owner, I am not an accidental being. I am not meaningless. I am made by a conscious being. So I say, yeah, really, as a human being, I would like to be a precious creature, honored creature. But when you say you are just the result of accident, this random happenings developed like this, in fact, your origin is just an atom. Do you have any hope for your future, that you want the best life for your future? Accident. Even you may think that you are enjoying your life now, but you know that it is going to be taken away from you. So, pointless. But when you say that I am created by a conscious being and he is honoring me, he is presenting all these things in the universe, I am a guest, he is the host, so he is introducing himself to me through creating wonderful universe and asking me to acknowledge him, get in contact with him. But there's an option, opposite. No, you are meaningless. What happened? All your human values are burnt away. This is represented in the Qur'an as satanic whisperings. Nature of it is fire. So you turned all my precious gifts to you into an ash. Your end will be left with an ash, meaning that things had beautiful demonstration of how we are going to, what we are going to do in this world. Is the matter clear? Now, and then God whispered into this productive material earthware, if you like, originally, with all the things that we eat, we feed our body, comes from the earth. Yeah, earth is always represents the production. So, into this, plus something more, spirit, ruh. What is this? From God. Oh man, I've got spirit from God's spirit. That's how the Quran says. وَنُفِخَ فِيهِ مِنْ رُوحِي. In the earthware body, I blew in, doesn't matter what is blue. No. I gave you, make it simple. I gave you a quality from me directly so that you can acknowledge me, you can understand. But the nature of spirit, we should remember, is the nature of spirit has no limit. Clear? No limit. Do you want anything better? How much? You want happiness. How much? Can you put a limit to it? Can you? How much happy you want? No. As much as possible. As much as possible. That is how our desires are. It means our feelings require. It means we are prepared for eternity. But who is going to satisfy the eternity? The one who gave me this need, this quality. That is why Qur'an says, I blew into your earthware body a spirit so that you can understand what I am or who I am. So you need eternal happiness. I am the source of eternity. You need eternal existence. I can give you eternal existence. You need life. I can give you life. That is how we are communicating with God. That is, if someone says, how do you know God? I have the tool within me. That's what I can know God. Because spirit is the tool to get to know who my creator is, who my source of existence is. So, this is the background of this beautiful scenery now. We said to the angels represent what? The reality as the creation. It means angels in the Quranic expression, the explanation, receives God's command, which is also described in the Quran as God's will, what he wants to do, how he wants to demonstrate his qualities in this transient, limited world, so that human beings which have free spirit in them, feelings in them, but these feelings operate only through body. Correct? Only through body. Although I have the ability to see, but my eyes now it is okay, but because I had the operation, it's okay now. My ears don't hear, but I want to hear. My feeling and my tool is not really communicating perfectly. It means even I don't hear at all, I have the feeling that I need to hear. What does it mean? My body is subject to go away, but my feelings is there, remaining there. So, who's going to satisfy the feelings? Slowly, it is taken away from me. Alhamdulillah, I am very happy that what Allah created for me, I am experiencing it physically now in this age. Really, what my Creator is slowly teaching me and letting me experience that this body is not enough for you. Be careful, we know it. But you need something perfect and perfectly working so that you will be happy. This is what is happening. That is how the creation is. For example, the things are now, it's beginning of the spring, everything is blooming, growing, perfect, isn't it? When it comes, when the season comes to fall, what happens? Die. Why? This is how God is really showing us. Look, the things are transient as your body is transient. But as your feeling is permanent and wants perfection, their source of existence also is permanent and is perfect. That is how we communicate with the creation. By looking at the things that are dying, we say, who is giving them life? Who is giving them death? Taking the life away. And then next time another demonstration of spring again, another demonstration of spring again. The source is permanent. But demonstration is transient. So that it is our attention is drawn to the permanent source. So you need the permanent source. Okay. Angels represent existence. It means what God will to exist. Iblis represent burning, destroying the existence, burning the existence, turning it into meaninglessness. Lord, you have to be careful. This materialist interpretation of these scientific discoveries, which are beautiful, materialist interpretation turns it into meaninglessness, ugly. Why? Meaningless. They will be destroyed. I will die, and I will become what? When I die, according to materialist worldview, when I die, what do you do with my body? What will you do with my body? I'm ready to die, very recent. So, it will happen soon, don't worry. You may see it. What are you going to do with my body, earth body?
Bury in the earth.
In the soil. Yeah, earth or soil. To go back to your origin. My spirit, my feelings, what are you going to do with it? You can't do anything. Only the one who gave it to me will take care of it. So, if I find the source of existence of the universe, I found my source of satisfaction. If I don't find it, as the materialist interpretation of sciences today, they don't find it, they reject it. What they find? Dead body. That is the ultimate aim of their life. I call it, you will become a compost. Because you defined yourself as body. They define the universe as body, not the source of its existence. They don't see that the world is transient, but it is transient, it is passing, fleeting, but it is continuously existing. Who is sustaining them in existence? What is sustaining them in existence? They themselves are transient. So meaningless interpretation, to me, it is satanic interpretation, burning the universe, turning it into meaningless ash. So, well, God forbid, how they can really live in this world. Can you imagine? I'm going to be a compost, and I am trying to enjoy myself. How can you enjoy yourself? Oh, I don't know. How do they enjoy themselves? Just cheat daily enjoyment, transient daily enjoyment, like a child. You give one toy, plays with it. Another day says, I'm bored with it, throws them at another toy. When they grow up, they say, nah, toys are no good, man. Give me a good laptop so that I will work on it and do something productive. So leaves the toys. Of course, nowadays, it is difficult to leave the toys of this civilization. It's very frightening to me. So we have to wake up. The Quranic this kind of stories are told, as the Quran says, qasas. Qissa is story, really. So, qissa, story, it doesn't mean that this didn't happen, it is none of my business. It is made up story. No. It is my reality. How can I say it is made up story? But the way it is told to me, I have to take serious lesson from it. Why do you want to tell this story? All the prophetic stories are the same. Okay, something happened in the life of Solomon, for example, the prophet Solomon. Okay, why do you tell me this? Yeah, now, in 21st century. Because although Qur'an was revealed in 7th century, according to the conditions of that lifestyle or living conditions, but It is the description or the word, speech of the Creator who created me and asked me, take your lesson from it. That is how we should read the Quran. Huh? So we said to the angels, it means productive side of this universe, demonstrative side of this universe, not destroying it. Look at this side of the universe is the demonstration of the angelic side of the universe, receiving the command of God, receiving the will of God, and putting into practice. We see here what? The word. So this side is ready to serve you and me. This side of the universe. It means here we are, I can see, but you are turning your back to it. This Washington Square here, the trees, for example, or the sun is getting slow, ready to set. The demonstration is changing. The clouds are a wonderful design on the top. It is not meaningless, empty things, decorative. So everything is meaningful. And when I look at them, I understand that these are the manifestations, demonstrations of the will of the Creator. So I understand angelic side of the creation is ready to serve me if only I try to understand the meaning. If I don't try to understand the meaning in the existence of the things, what are you demonstrating to me? Who are you? Just water, soil, that's it. That's made up of water, like human body. When you look at a person, that is why we have to respect person not because of their body, because of their meaning in their existence. It means their spirit, their human feelings. But if you look at a human being, just a body, it means you are looking at the tree, just a body, and you don't see the angelic activities there, receiving the will of God and demonstrating it to me in order to introduce himself to me. On the other hand, we have another option. They accepted to serve, okay, except for Iblis. It's a problem, guy. But he refused, because when you reduce the creation and a person to only a kind of body, a form of body, bodily existence, material existence, turn the tree into material existence. Yeah? As the Quran says, the rain is mercy. Physics says rain is oxygen and hydrogen. Quran says mercy, he says oxygen and hydrogen. Yeah, there are two elements of atoms in it, but it is not hydrogen atom. Hydrogen and oxygen, that's the only thing I know from chemistry, so from my high school chemistry foundation. Okay. What does it mean? Atom. How do they become water? That water goes into the body of all human, plants, animals, even human being. They say 70-something% of human body, not the spirit. Spirit has nothing to do with matter. So body is water. So the same kind of two atoms, combination of two atoms, molecule, water molecule, demonstrates millions of different species of creatures. What does it mean? This is not my work at all. I cannot do that. It is ridiculous. We have to understand one important point. They say universe is randomly developing, correct? Yeah, developing, evolving, random, okay. Accident. Randomness denies choice, decision, yeah? If you do something, for example, we arrange it here, the camera, etc., is it random? No. Not accident, but consciously organized by a conscious being. If the universe came into existence, the things must be just chaotic, random things, not choice, in order to become the best form of animals, for example. Every species is perfect, best form, can live and can take care of their life. It is created with this ability. It means unconscious things are making conscious choices. How do you explain this? How irrational it is. Unconscious atom is making conscious choice. I don't know how the people buy it. I don't know. How do they cheat people like this? Anyway, Qur'an says, no, it is a conscious choice. I created the things consciously, but I gave you the option, you can say no. It is just meaningless, random happenings. You can choose this. But when you say it is just meaningless happenings, the creation, the whole universe, meaningless happenings, you are functioning like a fire. Beautiful tree, wood, put into fire, what happens? Burns, becomes meaningless ash. This is the example we are learning from here. He refused and became arrogant. No, no, I don't want to really obey. So, it means I'm not going to demonstrate, I am not going to let human beings to understand the meaningful creation, so that they will show you, demonstrate you that you have a conscious, perfect creator. Look, demonstrating everything perfectly working. The universe is perfectly working. And became one of the disobedience. Became arrogant. It is very important. Istikbar. Istikbar is, although not big, but pretends to be big. Yeah? Pretends to be big. That is istikbar. That's where above istikbara. That is what the root meaning of the word is. Pretending to be big, important, although it is not. That's why it says, I am superior, although it is not. As a fire, although it is not. Why? Fire is not really like the earth. No. The argument will make it clear in the following verses. So, why people become, as they say, وَكَانَ مِنَ الْكَافِرِينَ? Why Qur'an says this kafir, it means? Because what we believe, kafir in general, in our culture, in our really Muslim heritage, kafir means denies the truth. That is how the Satan, the Iblis, in this argument, it is called Iblis. Then when he comes, the Adam comes to the earth, it will be Satan. So these are the root words of Iblis and Satan is argued among the scholars, but we are not going there. We are only studying how we can benefit from this verse now in our practical life. It is not the purpose of this class. So it became kafir. But what we say kafir is the one who denies the creator, denies the truth. But Satan became kafir, denied the truth. So that pretended to be higher quality than what it really is. Any question about this verse so that we will move further? No?
No.
Any? Clear everything? Inshallah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. وَأَزَلَّهُمْ الشَّيْطَانُ. It is interesting, but Satan made them sleep. Them means Adam and his wife, his spouse, if you like. Yeah, Adam and his spouse, because they are created two different genders at the same time, which is very general in the Quran. Everything is created in pairs. Human beings are created in pairs as well. So Satan made them sleep. It means really deviated from their purpose of existence and removed them from the state they were in. So what does it mean? I am an honorable creation and I need to be respected by other creatures, and also I learned that I have to respect others as well, not only human beings. I have to respect every creation. By respecting every creation, if I tell you, you are worthless, but because you serve me, I will keep you and protect you. This, for example, environmental conscious people, do you remember that this ecologists, they say we have to respect. Look, I am telling you, you are meaningless, but I need you to serve me. That is why I am respecting you. What do you say, this man? Maybe I'm not clear. Is it clear? Is it clear what I said?
For example, the ocean, we can say.
Sorry?
For example, the ocean is meaningless, and then the
say oceans happen to be like this accidental being. They evolved the matter, but meaningless. But I have to protect it. I shouldn't really not spoil. Pollute it. We shouldn't pollute it because we need it. Can you imagine? Somebody comes to you, look, you are a worthless man. You have no honor, no value at all. But I am going to employ you because you have power. Excuse me, not to you. Animal power, animal power. I am going to use you. Meaningless, insulting him, and then I am respecting you because I am going to exploit you. I am going to use you. What do you feel before this man? Or how do you feel that you are employed because you are employed like an animal, you know?
Selfish reasons.
But my boss is extremely selfish, and he's just using me, and because he knows that I have no other option. But on the first opportunity, what will you do? You go away. That's why we are looking for this, get out of this world, this materialist interpretation, and then honorable interpretation. I want to be treated. I want to treat other creatures as well. So the most important treatment of the environment is first to respect it. Meaning accept how valuable creatures they are. Not only I am going to exploit it. No, they serve me to understand in their existence, through their existence, who their creator is. This creator is my creator. Who is organizing them? This organizer, administrator is my administrator, my Lord, my Rabb, in the language of the Qur'an. Because we are the same creatures, but it is a tree or it is an animal, let's say a squirrel, I am a human being. It represents the qualities of its creator. I acknowledge and I'm conscious of it, conscious of my creator, so that by investigating the way the squirrel is created, I understand who my creator is. That is, this aspect of the creation, when it is acknowledged, it means I am respecting. If you respect a man, a person, man or woman, person, as a valuable being, can you mistreat its body? Can you? You are an honorable person, but I am going to cut you. But you are very respectful, very precious. Can you just harm this creature if you really respect it? That's why we have to respect the environment, because they are introducing my creator to me through their existence. That is the angelic side of it. When we acknowledge the angelic side of the creation, that is real ecologist. That is why how I become a perfect, real ecologist, not hypocrite, being respectful but reducing its value in your eyes. So Satan made them sleep. It means Satan made a suggestion to human beings that don't obey your creator. You don't expect, you don't wait for your creator to expect, to satisfy your needs, but you get it yourself. How? Go to this tree, it is prohibited. Just one tree there, one or two. So it is prohibited. That's why he prohibited, because you will find your own source of satisfaction there, rather than being in need of your creator. That is, it is sleep. And remove them from the state they were in, because when you believe, understand that you have a creator, you know that your creator is your owner. He gave you existence. He is going to guarantee, he is able to guarantee your future. So you can trust him and have hope from him, because he can do it. But matter, when I die, what matter can do to me? Matter itself. When I am in the grave, what matter does to me?
Nothing.
Turns into compost. So that is why if we follow satanic whisperings, we just lose our perfect, honorable state, which is called in the Quranic language paradise. That is beautiful description. When you read this kind of stories in the Quran, how can I benefit from it? Perfect. Really. So we said, okay, God is speaking. Get out. All of you. Why? Since you didn't obey me, since you didn't trust me, since you try to find your own source of satisfaction, I am not going to give you. Find it yourself. That is what get out means. That is, I don't know if anybody is really familiar with this history. I mean, it's Muslim history. History means our tradition. Tradition says hubut. That is what the Qur'an says in another verse. فأخرجهما مما كانا فيه فقلنا اهبطوا. Yeah? It means hubut. Go down, but not necessarily physical, down and up. Really, from your perfect status, go to a meaningless lump of flesh. Meaningless lump of flesh, your body. Okay, satisfy yourself. If we think that, for example, somebody is drinking water now, it's perfect. So if you say, water is satisfying me, then when I die, water cannot do anything to me. But as the Quran beautifully describes, water is mercy, my mercy. God says, my mercy. My mercy is infinite. Acknowledge it. Get to know me. Investigate the existence of water. Investigate what the water is doing in this world. You understand that water cannot move by itself. It needs to be created. It is arranged. It has to obey the order of the creation. It means will of the creation. So water cannot help you. But when you drink the water, you have two benefits. Body needs the water. Okay, I'm drinking it. And the message of the water is to be the representative of God's mercy. God's mercy satisfies my spirit, both. Drink water, be conscious that it is employed to serve me for my body and at the same time for my spirit. For example, I have a book in my hand. I say, this book inside the information is completely useless. Right? It is not really beneficial at all. Meaningless. Just meaningless things. But I will respect the book because it is going to serve me. I don't know what do you. Is it tea table or coffee table? Do you think it is respecting the book or insulting the book? Its side is nothing but it turning the book into a piece of wood. That is why satanic idea turns the universe into a lump of accumulated atoms, meaningless atoms, jumbling around randomly. We have to watch out. Really, when we say this is natural, when we say water is satisfying me, it is not water is satisfying. The one who created the water is satisfying your body. It is arranged, it is employed. It cannot do it by itself. Even I am a conscious being, I drink water, I don't know what is happening in my body. It is taken care of, perfectly arranged. Even my body is fed with the mercy of the Creator, but my spirit is the meaning of meaning in the existence of order, introducing that it is created by a merciful Creator, so that He is treating you with His mercy while you are drinking water. So this consciousness is respecting the book. It means it is a meaningful book. So even you say the book is really full of interesting message and I'm learning from it, benefiting from it, do you destroy the book? No. Since you appreciated the information, knowledge in it, you respect even more. So, conclusion. Without belief in the Creator, if someone says, as a materialist scientist, says we have to respect environment, it is hypocrisy. Do you understand this? Unfortunately, it is a contradiction. But in order to be a real, truly authentic environmentalist, we have to believe the meaning the creation is transferring to us. Angels are serving to us. Materialistic interpretation is a satanic understanding of the world. That is what the purpose of this today's class was. If we understand this, what we do now, if we don't understand the Creator, I am expelled from my perfect human situation. I became a meaningless, not only animal, but animate being, but meaningless animate being, worthless. So, you are each other's enemy. Now, there is an interesting message to me now. I have two options. I have free will. Either acknowledge the reality and follow it, or deny it. These two options are ever in conflict. One side, satanic side, says, no, just use it, drink your water, enjoy yourself, but at the end you will die. Don't forget about it, don't think about it. Enjoy your daily enjoyment, daily life. That is one of them. The other one says, drink your water and think about it. The Qur'an says, think, use your reasoning, how the water is employed for your body, and also how the water came into existence in order to teach you who your owner is. So, this conflicting idea, which is called in the Quran, belief and denial, iman and kufr, are always in conflict. It has happened all throughout human history, and it is happening right now. We have to take a side. We cannot be impartial. There is no impartiality in the world. Either you confirm it or deny it. Either you drink water saying that the water is naturally happened like this. Maybe it is written on it natural. Is it natural spring water? No. So they say natural. So natural, it means really happened to be like this, meaningless. Or you can see it as the means of, vehicle of mercy, and drink it, say, Alhamdulillah, Bismillah. Allah is prevented. The owner of the universe, the Rabbul Alameen, has prepared it. Say, all praise to Him. It means whatever is good in water, announcing His source of existence, His Creator. That is what it meant by in the existence of water, and God is introducing Himself this way or another way. So all the names of the Creator of God, qualities of the Creator, that Creator of God, the Creator, qualities are manifested in existence. So this conflict will never end. Until we die, we will have this option or this option, and we have to be conscious of it. We have to realize which side I am taking. There is no impartiality, there is no middle way, either right or wrong. For example, I don't know, give me an example. In mathematics, my famous example, 2 times 2 makes 4, correct? All right. Any answer to this equation, apart from 4, will have to be wrong. Only one answer is correct, 4. In between, let's make it in the middle way. So you can say 4, the other one may say 4.1, it's okay. No. If you are asked this equation, 2 plus 2 or 2 times 2 equals what? 4.1. 0. You get 0 degree. The other one says 7. Again, 0 degree. We have to know. We have to know. There is no in between, either true or wrong. Either confirm the reality or reject the Quran. In the language of the Quran, either believe or deny. Iman and kufr. Either make submission, it means accept the reality, Islam, Muslim, or be arrogant, mustakbir. In between, no. So this is what we are always each other's enemy in this world. But enemy doesn't mean that I'm going to kill a man. No, it is within me. It is within me. Either I will take this option or this option. This is always conflicting within me. Always. In every case, I would even say at every moment, it is happening.
So no impartiality.
No impartiality is very important. No, some people say this, some people say that. I don't know. It is not the solution at all. Not the solution at all. I have to take part. I have to support the truth. I have to stand against the wrong. I have to really stand for the truth. I have to say no. It doesn't mean that a person says, I don't believe in God. Oh, it is my enemy, let me beat him up. No, it doesn't mean that. I have to say, this is right, this is wrong. All right. On earth, you will have a place to stay and livelihood. It means for a temporary period. For a time, it's translated in this way. For a temporary period. Sorry, the time is up. I'm aware of it. Let us concentrate on it for a time. Don't think that I will be always in conflict between right and wrong and then make a decision and choose right. No. It is for a time. At the end, for example, you go to college for how many years? 4 years. At the end of the fourth year, you get your degree. God forbid, you fail. That's it, finish. You know, no one lives forever in this world. You can try to look younger and younger and younger, dye your hair, or do all sorts of things, but whatever you do, you are 60 years old, do something and look 50. Or 10 years later, you are 70 years old, try to look 60. So what? At the end, 80 years old, looking 70, died and became 0. For a time, finish. We have to look for the conclusion, result, the end product. What is the end product? So the God is saying here, ilahin, it means a limited period is given. You are going to be, you are expected to educate yourself during the 3 or 4 years, or from the birth to death. From the cradle to grave. That's it. So we never should forget that this life is an end. It is a temporary education place. This life is an education place. Either I will educate myself and learn my reality, the reality of existence. How can I learn the angelic message from the creation, from my existence, and acknowledge the source and get in touch with him? It means put your trust, put your hope in him only, but nothing else. Inshallah. So thank you very much for your patience. Oh, sorry, I think 5 minutes more I exploit your patience. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين بحرمة سر سورة الفاتحة.